Hey guys, welcome back here to another episode of Inspired Mind, guys. Please welcome today's guest, Reemay Damons. Hi there, brother. How you
Yes, sir.
doing?
Good, thank you, yourself.
Thanks, man. Thanks,
Okay.
thanks. Share with everybody who you are and what it is that you're doing at the moment.
Hey everybody, my name is Reemay Damons. I'm a group fitness personal trainer by profession. I'm all into health, fitness, in detail, helping people with the exercise, with the nutrition as much as possible, health. So I've been coming a long way. I've been all around the block, if I can say it like that. And I'm still very much going. So still a long way to go, still growing, always willing to learn more. The important thing is that you apply what you say and you apply what you do all the time. So it's basically very important to do what you say at the end of the day. Yeah.
Awesome. And guys, today's guest I'm extremely excited about because we will be covering such a important aspect in our lives, and that's health and fitness. So, Rima, I know you also did bodybuilding in the past and things.
Yeah.
Where did everything start for you? Where did your health and fitness journey start? Where did it all start? In a
Your,
nutshell, yeah.
I always say that my journey is completely different to most trainers, and I'm always going to say it because of the way it happened, the way I come from, my circumstances. So I found myself 15 years old in a Wendyhouse gym down by my granny's road, down by the road into the driveway. The owner of the gym of this Wendyhouse was Uncle Franz. Uncle Franz just retired from the army, and Uncle Franz is now this trainer. So yeah, I come with a broken identity crisis, coming from a broken family, and I find myself in the gym. The gym for me was my antidote to take me through life. So yes, they were gangsterism already. There was drugs, it was all around you. But I would find myself in the gym 6 days a week. So I remember my friends would join me at the beginning, but they couldn't keep up. But then I realized that I had a passion, I had a drive, but apart from that, I felt at home. So then eventually, by training for weeks, months, years, thinking of the gym, sitting in the class at school, thinking of what I'm gonna do today. I can't wait. Sitting in the maths class, seeing those long sums on the board, thinking 20 push-ups, 15 jumping jacks. That's how crazy it was for me at that time, because of the passion that I had. Eventually going into bodybuilding, because I think from my family, my dad's side, they're very blessed with genetics. So even though I had that buff look, I didn't have the symmetry, the best of it. So I had to learn that in the gym. And then when Uncle Franz, the army guy, became like a former father figure to me, encouraged me to go into bodybuilding. So that time there was only Health and Record. I remember Health and Record. Then I went there, but I first went to all the other local gyms, Farney's, Muscle Factory, all in the area, because I had to learn to surround myself around bodybuilders. I had to start thinking like them, living like them, and that's where things even changed for the better. And then eventually, just kept on going, won the SA Champs in 2001. But then also I realized that bodybuilding is great, it's good, but it's not. I'm beginning to lose my passion for it. And then I actually realized through the whole ordeal that I always loved the gym. I want to help people. But then I realized in order to help people, you need to go learn how to help people. And that's why I went to go study.
Awesome.
So when I came back, you're like more effective compared to most other people because now you have experience and you have the knowledge. The blessed part about it is I started at a very young age. So I'm 39 years old today. I still feel like a 16-year-old. Because of, I think because of the crazy stuff that your person can do with your body. Body with training, you know. So But it's been a journey so
Yeah.
far, and it's amazing. So that's where everything started.
Awesome, awesome. And health and fitness is so, so important. Share with everyone why they should invest in their health. Because the investment that you're making in yourself, actually.
Yeah, health and fitness is vital because first of all your health, and I like to break it down into segments in the sense where if we think about your blood circulation, vital. Blood circulation in the sense of if you have high blood or stress or tension or aches and pains, in most times it's because there's no proper blood circulation taking place. And how to create blood circulation is by exercise, or should I say resistance type of training, and aerobic type of training, whereby you do more repetitions
Yeah.
instead of less. So especially if somebody has high blood pressure, it's important to do resistance training. Whether it comes your ligaments, your tendons, your bone density, those type of things needs to be strengthened all the time. So I haven't even spoken about weight loss yet or muscles yet, which is also another avenue on its own. But also it's part of the anatomy of the body to perfect the body or the outside of the body. So there's so much more to the story. But apart from that, there's your heart, which is a muscle on its own, has to be strengthened. How do you strengthen it? Through proper exercise. There's your lungs, there's your immune system, especially with COVID-19. Most people, and it has been proven, most people who has actually passed away, and then I'm so sorry for everyone's lost, is because most people's immune system has been weak. Also, apart from that, is the fact that no one is saying that you are not allowed to, that you can't get COVID, but it's a proven fact that 97% of the time, if you live a healthy lifestyle, exercise, and nutrition, that COVID can't easily get to you.
So,
So, because I've been working since the first lockdown with so many people, still up until today, nothing happened to me. So yes, I thank God for that, but also thank God for the wisdom that I've used, because you need to be open-minded, and you gotta do what you gotta do to look after yourself in every way.
so, so true. And Reemay, speaking about weight loss, let's speak about probably the most popular question out there, and that's
Yeah,
how to lose your belly fat,
yeah.
your stomach. Where should people start, and how can they actually, where should they start? Because I know diet plays a major role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diet, in other words, it refers to less lifestyle.
Yeah.
How are you going to change your lifestyle tomorrow? If you want to start today, or let's say you want to start Monday, new program, you've got your supplements, for example, your form of nutrition. In most cases, people get themselves a fat burner to want to help lose the belly fat. They now want to start a new diet. What people don't seem to understand is it's not a 1 month diet or a 3 month. It should literally become a lifestyle. And with the nutrition comes the important exercise. Now, everybody either has a injury or a back problem or a weak core. Now, with it comes your core plays a vital role, because all your strength comes from your core. In classes, I do core training almost every day, if I can say it like that, because all your strength comes from your core. So, core training speaks about your abs. So, with your nutrition goes a proper program of proper training. It's like a puzzle that you need to fit together. It's the only way. So meaning you gotta apply both at the same time. You need to have a training program with your eating. You cannot focus on, or you can't say 80 or 90% nutrition and 10% exercise. Exercise basically means training once a week or once every second week. What about your blood circulation? What about your tension, your stress? What about your core has to be strengthened? What about your ligaments, your tendons, your bone density? What about your Achilles tendons? All those type of things that you have to consider all the time in line with your nutrition. We cannot say nutrition outcovers or outruns everything else. There should literally be a balance. And there's not a supplement on the market that can strengthen your immune system. You got to exercise
Yeah.
to strengthen your immune system, basically.
Yeah. Reemay, personally to me, I think that whenever I see videos on YouTube, people's questions, they're mostly asking questions about exercise.
Yeah,
and there's so little videos about dieting.
Yeah.
And like you said, there's more to it. You
Yes.
need to know the
Yeah.
whole body.
Yeah.
So why do you think that is, and what should people actually, where should they start, especially to get motivated? Because I know that is a big problem. Like
Yeah.
people start training for a week or two and then they stop.
Yeah.
So yeah, how can they keep going?
Motivation in so many different forms can be created if one is really serious about it. Um, my understanding would be where if you are like a newbie coming to whether it's classes or join the gym, it's best to surround yourself with people that's not talking the same language. Speak to people about your food. Involve yourself some on social media type of thing. So anything and everything that can help you to get you to keep going. Because yes, you're not perfect. You're gonna have an off day from time and again. You're gonna want to go back to your bad eating habits from time to time again. But are you gonna come back stronger? Or are you even gonna come back? Because consistency is key. And I would tell people rather have a cheat meal than a cheat day. So much more effective to one's eating habits. So simple answer would be surround yourself with positive people. Try to speak to those people every day. Start training together. Get yourself a gym buddy type of thing because you can't do it alone. It's very seldom that people have a strong mindset to Monday to Sunday eat healthy. Where most people, majority, has to be in a group. And that for me, because people's motivation, their energy, it feeds from each other.
Here we go.
That's so powerful, and it's something that I always see in classes. But then the trainer also needs to bring his A game
Yeah.
all the time because people don't feel the same every day.
So true.
So there's a bit more to the story.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you might feel that you had a bad day. Then you come to class. It's my responsibility to remind you why you're here
Yeah.
in the first place, and your goals and whatever has happened to you today, whatever bad day took place, you're not dead.
Yeah.
You're still alive. So you've got work to do.
Yeah.
That's it.
So true. Reemay, I know there's 3 different body types, right? Share
Yeah.
with everyone the 3 different types and walk them through each and every one.
The famous endomorph speaks about the well-built individual, like you're born like that. That's like in your gene, family. People that's just well-built. Those are the people who has a lot of body fat or overweight, in other words. They're overweight, a lot of body fat in their body. Those are the people who has a very slow metabolism. They can eat one chip, they pick up a calorie. One chocolate, they pick up a kilo. So endomorph body type people needs to have a permanent high protein, low carb diet. Also proven fact that they need to exercise more. And the type of training that they need to do is more high intensity on their level of fitness. Because with the weight comes the problems in most cases. Body fat can be very dangerous for your health. So I always tell people you can't eat healthy Monday to Friday, and weekends you just want to go crazy. What happened to Monday to Sunday? But you try in your own way capacity to really just try and do what you can with your eating. So that's endomorph meaning slow metabolism, pick up weight very very fast. You struggle to lose weight, but to pick up weight it's easy for you. Ectomorph or isomorph is a skinny person. Ectomorph. For example, you can eat a Gatsby. You might pick up 1% body fat, for example. So the ectomorph can struggle to pick up weight because of the metabolism is very fast. So but it doesn't mean they're fitter or they're healthier or they're more flexible. So we're just referring to the body type, but we're not referring to is the person fit? Is the upper body strong? Because you can find an endomorph person that can outsmart an ectomorph person in so many areas, especially if the ectomorph has never trained But the endomorph, I started training already. So ectomorph or isomorph are fast metabolism. They struggle to pick up weight again. Yet it's both bodies needs to exercise, body types. Mesomorph is the athlete, bodybuilder, look type of person, which is naturally has that masculinity, lean look. Again, it doesn't mean that person is healthy if they don't follow a healthy eating program. So you can because remember, you can have a six-pack, but you can die tomorrow if you don't look inside your organs, your liver, your kidneys, if you don't go for a checkup by the doctor. So for all three body types is right for them. Sorry for kind of jumping around, but it all boils down to it doesn't matter what body type you have. If you don't look after your health, you're gonna fail tomorrow. So we as people, we're so fixated on the outer more than the inner.
That is so true, Reemay.
So there is a bit more to the story, and these are the type of things I would like to speak to people about, because we need to know right from wrong, and there's only one truth. There's not many other truths. So sometimes to listen to other people who doesn't know much, or YouTube videos of this and that, or people who has built their body, doesn't mean they know everything about everything. In other words, if you haven't gone to study, then technically you don't have the right to speak a lot about health and fitness until you have all those qualifications. Because then legally you are authorized to do that. But anyway, that's a story on its own. But in all fairness, it's important to, whichever body type you have, you gotta exercise, and you gotta keep on going as long as possible, because your health is important.
Health is wealth.
Yes.
Health is wealth. And Reemay, out of all the years that you have been training your clients, right? What has been the biggest lesson that you've learned?
Consistency. To keep going. To remain positive for others.
Because that's the hardest thing, right?
Yeah. Me as a trainer, I see it as, I don't just see it as my work, but I've taken it upon myself seriously as a responsibility that those people need me every day. I mean, I've been blessed to work with a lot of people, and if I look at the program that I'm running 3 classes, and 1 class is 40 people. So if you calculate all the people that I work with weekly, that's besides personal training, whole day, Monday to Friday, for example. So there's a lot of people that you need to work with. So yes, God has blessed you, God has granted you the opportunity. What are you doing as the trainer to maintain that positivity, especially for others, to try and be there, try and encourage them, whether it's a joke, whether it's a lesson, or whether it's something. You're in their lives and you keep going. That's the important thing. And you remind people. So it's also important to play a part in their lives, to make them understand that it's cool to live a healthy lifestyle. It's cool to eat liquor, but it's also cool to eat healthier and feel.
Reemay, what mindset does one individual need to build or to have in order to keep going, to stay disciplined, to be consistent? Because I know mindset is so important, especially those days where you come out of work and you're tired and you don't feel like training.
Yeah.
So mindset, walk people through that.
If I can quickly just start like this, just to say this, I remember when I started, when I was 15 years old. I remember the trauma that I went through at that time. So obviously I had a different mindset. Then I came to realize, without me realizing, I was so fixated on wanting to have an Arnold Schwarzenegger body, because all that posters was in the windows. All the bodybuilders, Arnold, Stallone, Van Damme. I was so fixated on them without me realizing that the gym is creating in me a positive Reemay. And whatever I went through, I'm beginning to steer away, and you're forgetting about it and you're moving on. So you're becoming a more positive person. That's one way to look at it. coming back to your question so specifically is you need to have a positive mindset. But how do you maintain a positive mindset every day
That's the
in
main
your journey? And challenges are there. Challenges are definitely part of it. Sometimes the feel on the down low is part of the process. The challenge within that is, are you going to come back tomorrow? Are you going to feel better tomorrow to continue with your journey again? Or you're just going to give up? That speaks about your inner strength, your willpower. Again, coming back to surrounding yourself with people that can help you, whether you watch videos, movies, or whatever it might be to help inspire you, to keep you going, or even if you just had a bad eating day, try to tomorrow again. The willpower, the mindset, everything plays a vital role in connected to each other. So it's very, very important that you try in your own capacity on your level of fitness. Because think about it this way, anything can actually create a form of negativity to affect your mindset. Like if you're addicted to eating junk food or that chocolate chips cold drink all the time, instead of following someone else's diet, why don't you start for where you are and start making small changes daily, weekly on your level of fitness? Because that's one way how your mindset can grow as well, more positive.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to do with your actions daily as well. If you really think about it, how you live your life. If you live your life the way you choose to, and there's a lot of bad habits into that, you become more negative
Yeah.
than positive. You really think about it. If you make the necessary positive sacrifices to better your health, to better your body, you become automatically a positive person. But with that comes meaning you go to exercise, you go and eat better. Weekends you even try and eat better as well. And no one is saying that you're not allowed to eat any more junk food. There literally should be a balance. But mindset plays a vital role. Because also there's going to come a time when you might feel, you just don't feel like it today because you got bad news, anything can happen, and that's all part of life. Sometimes it's good to take a break, yes, from training to rest, because everything happens here first. If your mindset today is today you're going to do 50 burpees in 1 minute, your mindset plays a vital role in that, for example, to help you push through. Just making an example.
Yeah.
So mindset definitely plays a vital role. That's why, once again, the trainer has to play its part by trying to, in every class almost possible, convince people. Doesn't matter what day you had. My responsibility is you are here now. We have a job to do. That's all that matters. So the mindset at that moment in time is you have a job to do. That's why you came to sign up.
Be present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, be present. You can't be in Joburg when you're supposed to be in the class, for example.
Yeah.
And sometimes these type of things happen. But yeah, it's a powerful tool. It has to be looked at all the time. I think you also have to recheck your brain in your own capacity to think, are you still on the same journey, same
That's
track?
important.
So yeah, it's vital and it's important.
I think our mindset and our bodies, we need to be in contact with that all the time. All
Yes.
the time. And that's why you see it's important to be consistent. And Reemay, what keeps you going when you what keeps you going when you've had a bad day, anything at home, wherever you are? What keeps you going to still come to class and put up whatever smile? What keeps you going? What keeps you going?
Yeah,
Because it's difficult.
true.
Yeah.
The one thing I can tell you, I never put up a front.
Yeah.
I think I'm past that stage. It's because you've come to understand what's good for your health is good for your health. You cannot, even if you had a bad day or a bad experience, you cannot compare that to if something's good for you, something's good for you.
Yeah.
I think about it that way. Anyone has a bad day at times. That's how you go about it. What keeps me going is the fact, besides the responsibility, is the love for it, the passion, the drive, the gift, the calling.
That's so important.
That's the calling. That's why I can't stop. If I really think about everything from a very, especially from a spiritual, more spiritual perspective, how come there's no one else, especially in so strong, even through the lockdown, who's been carrying on with work, and all types of people want to come and work with me. That's the calling upon your life. And it's so, again, I'm not even shy to speak about or scared. I literally don't care what no one says. And it's not that you're overconfident or you're conceited. I'm speaking within what I believe is truthful, if I can say it like that. So most important is the fact that you keep on believing and standing for what's right. Because also the time when I began this classes, there's a spiritual thing that happened to me, and that's why I'm a firm believer. So people come and go, but the process will carry on as long as God allows me to carry on with it. But it has to be done the right way.
So Reemay, what role does God play in your life?
A very significant role. Promise you, I think I'm not at old yet, but I'm getting there eventually. I think I should say thank God.
Yeah.
What a lot of people don't know is that at the age of 15 years old, I actually had a kidney disorder. Sorry, not 15, I was thinking it was 13 before we started gymming. So I was 12, 13 years old, started getting sick, kidney problem. And I remember I was taken to hospital more than once, and I would stay over for a day or two, then they put you on this drip to clear your system. So I was going through a very severe illness. And then I remember so look, my background is very rocky, and it's definitely, a story in its own, maybe for another day. So when I started going to church, because in the past I didn't go because of what has happened. Through a friend of mine, I started going to church, and I had to learn about faith and God, and also because I come from a Muslim background, another story on its own. I had to learn faith, and then I remember people started about the preachers spoke about healing, as in God can heal you. And it's like, sometimes the preacher, you sit in church, it's like he's speaking to you. Like there's 10,000 people in the church, but like he's speaking to you.